to Session 10, the epic conclusion, hopefully, of Bylaw and Order. I'm your DM and the person who created this homebrew campaign from scratch, Kathleen, and joining me are four very talented players. First
out
up.
of breath for no reason.
Yeah.
Is Serge. Hey, like, I'm Enor, and
No,
like...
you're not. You're Molander.
Hey, like, I'm also Molander.
Names have meaning.
I'm
glad you've gotten to know this
I'm
character
just
very
so
well.
attached to, like, everyone else in my party, and we're working together to give back. Does it matter, like, what even a name is, you know, my dude? And I'm a level 4 druid of the Order of... I'm out of breath.
Hey,
Yeah.
how's it going? I'm Ben, and I continue to play the character of Nog, the goblin from the Boros Legion, with his faithful companion, Valencia, the mighty battle pup. She's lovely, she's here, and I mean, even if everything goes south here, I'd like to pretend that nothing could happen to Valencia, because she's got dog armor, which is clearly stronger than plot armor.
Totally.
What up? It's your boy, Ian, and I'll be playing the role of Enor, who over the course of this campaign has realized that names have power, and therefore we are trying our best to give sausages the true name that they deserve.
Hello, and I'm playing my name is Cameron, and I'm playing Avenir, the Azorius diplomat, elocutor, go-between, lackey.
That's a good word.
Yeah,
for
lackey.
this.
Yeah, exactly. Sucker, as it turns out. He is a 4th level inquisitive rogue, and yeah, he's just trying to get through this without getting fired.
Are we getting fired?
I don't know.
Hopefully.
Who knows?
Maybe out of a cannon into a wall.
We ended on a fairly large cliffhanger.
No kidding.
Apparently, we lied to all those people
Who knows?
who trusted us.
I assume there's some form of box text.
There's so much box text.
Yeah!
When we last left our heroes, they had just ratified the Unified Ravnican Sausage Standard, ASURSS, number 2309-76-19, a 270-page tome that lists, describes, and when called for, diagrams the legal parameters of every possible iteration of a Ravnican sausage and what you're allowed to put in it. No recipe has been excluded from the Unified Ravnican Sausage Standard. Everything from beloved and affordable supermarket staples to obscure regional delicacies only made in a single factory near a farm where the goats are exposed to just the right amount of lead is recorded. It is an achievement like none other in Ravnican legal history, a law that is breathtaking in its breadth. It is complete. It is perfect. In retrospect, it is clearly the work of a diseased mind. The author, Chief Emissary Oborde Zunak, spent 9 years conducting painstaking research, writing endless revisions, and enduring mind-numbing subcommittee bickering in order to create it by himself. And after it was finally approved on its 97th reading by Spatok the Unretiring, a powerful and exceptionally geriatric sphinx, it was sent to the Living Guild Pack's desk for ratification, where it sat, unread, unloved, and gathering silverfish for 7 months. But now it is finally law, after our heroes, having cleverly exploited a legal loophole, have found the equivalent of the Guild Pack signature. All it took was getting a member of every guild to agree to the same thing, a feat so unlikely that the entire Ravnican legal system is built around avoiding it. In their journey, Avenir, Enor, Nog, and Molander have endured countless hours of public transportation, reunited families, visited several school festivals, demonstrated a preternatural grasp of acrobatics, gathered several signatures by conventional and reasonably easy means, given to charity, gone on a very long hike, appeased Molander's grandmother, and successfully negotiated their way out of every optional combat encounter.
Good job, team.
Yeah.
Fighting's for suckers.
I carry my sword for insurance purposes.
Even more impressive, accomplishing these feats took them a mere 8 days, although it felt more like 11 weeks. And now you stand here in the back bit of a municipal park, triumphant and yet also slowly sinking into the mud. The unified Ravnican sausage standard is now a magically binding law, as is something else.
I run over to the ASURSS, pick it up out of the mud, and flip through it, looking at the leading letter of each paragraph, was it?
Yes.
To find out what the acrostic is and what was also signed.
Make me an investigate roll.
Let
In
me
moments-
look at that.
In moments like this, remember the power of V2 Ghazi.
Picture the tree.
Picture the tree. I touch
Picture
you and roll an
this.
additional
I'm a bag.
D4.
What do I get for 15?
For 15, did you take any classes? Because this doesn't look like it spells anything. But did you take any classes on Ravnican history?
Oh, definitely.
If you
Definitely.
remember the
Yeah,
tree, you can add a D4.
I am trained and proficient in history.
Okay. Did you read any of their books in the original Old Ravnican?
I must have. Yes, there are a few recipes that only exist still in the ancient Ravnican. I'm not fluent, but I do recognize some things.
All right. Make me an investigate roll. You're thinking of V2 Ghazi and remembering that and remembering of maybe a few words of Old Ravnican.
That seems like a good face, right?
8.
Our Azorius representatives don't even know what they're doing.
Is this how we were led astray?
This was a 1 on both die.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
improbable.
Yeah, it
Geez,
was-
I had not worked out what
That's a
what
1 in
double
80.
failure would be on revealing this. So I'm going to say, you're sure it says something.
Okay,
You're
okay.
sure it's an incantation. There appears to be 2 spells that have successfully been bound to each copy of the Unified Ravnican Sausage Standard. One is the Unified Ravnican Sausage Standard. That's binding law now. All of this stuff that you signed and got people to sign is now a very, in fact, powerful binding law.
So we did
this
our
is-
job.
Yeah.
But
There's
something else, another very powerful and much shorter spell that you can't read is
There's
also there.
something in here.
there's
but it's-
another Azorius person here too. You could ask your old friend, your old college roommates, to maybe look at it.
Oh, that's right. What was his name again?
This is
Talk.
Clintock.
Yeah.
Right.
maybe the NPC can save us.
Hey, Clintock.
He comes over from where he and Vogos are just kind of looking at you two, all of you, being like, should we give them a moment? I don't think that's not what it's supposed to do, is it? Says Vogos, and Clintock's like, no,
I don't
something
think-
went very wrong.
Yeah.
Clintock, I need a
Nog just sort
secondary.
of watching. He's got his loose granola fanny pack,
I-
and he's eating out of that.
Avenir is breathing into his slime mask.
We need
Okay.
a-
You just hear a very slight scratching as Franca
Right.
is
Franca. Yep.
not saying anything but definitely taking notes.
We need a standardized second set of eyes on this here.
Okay, what am I looking at?
Well, I have to look at the first letter of every paragraph. My ancient Ravnican isn't quite what it used to be, given that it's not about food in this here, but
All right.
maybe you can do.
Well, I'm gonna make Clintock roll for it as well. He's got stats.
So, Clintock, I need you to channel the spirit of Ravnica. Picture the roots of V2 Ghazi reaching in and pulling out the knowledge you look for.
It's okay,
Okay,
he's
well-
a wizard.
Are you gonna give him a bonus?
Yes.
Okay, well, so what is that, a D4?
Roll the D4.
Okay. Hey! With that bonus, I get a 14, which is, I'm gonna say, a bare pass. He's got
Yay!
a very
Just like
high
everything
ins.
we do.
Yeah. V2 Ghazi, thank you.
Thanks, V2 Ghazi. All right, so Clintock is gonna be like, you're gonna give him that pep talk about V2 Ghazi. Vogos is gonna roll his eyes at you.
Nog will chomp loudly on granola.
Scratch, scratch goes. And eventually Clintock's gonna be like, I mean, I don't know what this says, but I know it says something about the end rays?
Well, hey, Are you referring to like the whole gruel like belief with like the end raised boar or whatever?
I think so, but the thing is, it doesn't mention the gruel. The gruel have signed it, but this second and whatever I'm reading doesn't mention the gruel.
That involves a very on fire pig.
What's this big fiery pig friend? Tell me a little bit about the end rays, Nog.
I mean, I don't actually know all about. I know that the gruel think that's what's going to happen is they're going to reclaim, I think, the rest of Ravnica and what was taken from them when the great...
Like a giant fire pig is going to come down and destroy us all?
Ilarg, I think? I don't know.
Can I make a history roll?
Yeah, go for it.
18.
Oh, in that case, you will know exactly what the end raise is. They're very close. The Gruul believe that Ilarg the Raiseboar, which is one of the old gods of Ravnica, pre the Guild Pact, will eventually come to destroy all society and reset it to a wild and natural state, allowing a new, better one to flourish, and this decadent one to be destroyed and finally wiped away.
Oh.
That's bad. I like this Ravnica. Like we live here.
So what did we sign? What's the actual secondary content here? What's the harmonic?
Well, the thing is, I don't think this calls forth the Raiseboar. I think this says that somebody has the authority to call forth the Raiseboar. I think this is a power spell, not an ending the world spell. But I didn't roll high enough, DM says. So I can't tell you specifically.
Well, it seems straightforward. All we need to do is find Ray and stop his boar.
What's up, Nog?
Topical. But maybe we should talk to your boss? I'm sure he wrote the thing. Also, I don't want to point fingers, but maybe he did a thing? Maybe he did a bad?
I tend to not want to blame people for things.
This was his work, solely his work.
Could anyone else have touched it? Like, I don't know, maybe bad energy like got in there and like there's a curse? Could it be cursed? Are we haunted?
There's literally nobody else who could have done this.
It could be worth stopping by the Boros garrison to maybe get a warrant for arrest.
Sure, yeah. Let's beef up.
What was your training? What does your training say in this moment when the Azorius betray one another? What do you do?
File an A4.
Send back the draft.
What's an A4?
It's an HR claim, really. It's meant to indemnify you against any kind of back blow for filing your actual report to Internal Affairs.
What's a HR?
It's a department.
Humanoid resources.
Right.
Nice.
I was like, uh-oh.
Okay, let's go to the garrison?
Sure.
Yeah, that seems better than the Selesnya way of just kind of like hugging it out. Because this seems like a little bit beyond hugging, and that's a lot coming from me.
When do you call forth the battle worms?
Oh, that's when people outside the Selesnya mess with us. We have very little patience for that.
Oh, okay.
Internally, it's very peaceful.
I believe in that, but also don't give Mo ideas about cracking the ground open. I just fear for my life on that point.
It's legitimate. I just wanted to make sure I wanted to find out what the parameters were here.
I think Grandma has authority to call the battle worms.
Let's go to the Boros garrison.
All right, is there anything you'd like? So you guys are very, very close to the garrison because you're in Cozina Park. So
right.
you basically walk through the park and you go up the stairs and you're at the North Yescu subway station, which is very close to where Nog works. Is there anything you want to do on your way out of the park?
I just love the idea that
Watch the skies!
that in an emergency we're like, quick! We have to hurry to the train.
I mean, there's the bill that we mentioned last time.
Yeah, just like, Vogos, just so you know, bye.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
What would you hand Vogos?
Here, give it to them.
Here.
Or you know what? Let's just put that in the
Suggestion box or something?
Suggestion box. Yes. It's not a donation. That's the wrong box. We'll just put this bill for 40,000 Xenos in the suggestion box and
Good luck
consider
with
that
the,
delivered.
good luck with the plants and the smooching and stuff. And he like gives a thumbs up.
And
Like,
any
walks-
idea when they might be ready again?
What, for smooching?
No, the
Flowers.
Oh,
the catapults.
Maybe 4 to 5 months if the river doesn't soak them again.
Well, we'll see what we can do about that. Good luck.
Yeah, we'd normally like to help with the river thing, but this seems more important. So,
Oh, I think we've actually got this whole river thing under control, says
Oh.
Quintock. Our fundraising has been very successful. We already have talked to several lawyers.
Oh,
convenient.
well, congratulations.
All right, well, good luck with doing whatever you four need to do in a worried hurry. Bye!
Bye.
Bye, Clintock. Thanks for translating it for us. Nice to meet you.
Bye, Weird Enor.
Bye, Voga.
Weird Enor.
It's a name I developed back in high school. It was not very descriptive.
Are you sure?
I mean, I think it hits it right on the nose, to be honest.
You guys just need to get to know me first.
mmm.
And it's not so weird.
All right, so we'll abstract away time. You are now standing outside the 168th Boros Garrison, which is still under construction. Blesnord is still on his desk outside.
Oh, right. Why did I say to come back here?
Oh.
Hey, Nog, how's it going?
Shoot.
Hey, Blasnor.
Hey, Blesnort. Listen, shoot, it's
Commander Accra.
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 Thank you. Is Commander Accra in right now?
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
She's actually been wanting to talk to you.
I know. We're gonna kind of knock two birds out with one stone here a little bit. Can I go and speak to her?
Absolutely. Let me go tell her you're coming. And he like pulls a bell because they're like zoop. His pneumonic tube is broken, so it just ding, 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 ding. And he yells, "Yo, Commander Accra! Nog is finally here to see you!"
I hate you so much, Blesnoit. I say under my breath.
He's like, "Well, thanks for trying to frame me then, buddy."
Ooh, are you in trouble?
That's yet to be discovered.
All right. Well, she hasn't said anything back, so I guess just like head on up there, dude. Bye.
Bye, Blesnoit.
Are we not getting any backup?
What? A backup? What do you mean?
I thought we were bringing the Boros with us.
Well, we have to. We're
we
going
have
to
to go talk to the-
We're going to go talk to the leader of the garrison.
Oh, okay. Well, they're-
Thank you, Lieutenant. Run past.
What are you talking
I
about?
think we're in trouble. I'm just worried.
Commander Accra is sitting behind her desk doing paperwork. You are able to basically go in.
Good afternoon, Commander Accra. It appears that Chief Emissary Oborde Zunak may have betrayed the Guild Pact and concealed within the ASURSS a secondary spell that has now apparently bound the entirety of Ravnica into his will to do with the raise bore. And we were hoping you might be able to help us out.
1 second.
Damn it.
Hello, Nog.
I take a step away from
Nog kind of looks away. He's like, hey, Commander Accra, you look
Annoyed?
good. Yeah.
Nog, I am very disappointed in you.
No, that's worse than you being annoyed.
Nog! You are a very mature young man, and I just don't think you handled yourself as well as you could have handled yourself. You're out there representing the Boros Legion, and I realized this lady was probably distasteful because she was really rude when she came into my office, but you have to remember that your actions have consequences, and you have to treat other people as you wish for them to treat the Boros Legion, and I'm very disappointed in you, and I think that we're gonna have a talk maybe about some duties around the office when you get back. I think you're not going to be getting any dessert rations for the rest of the month.
Oh.
I'm also pretty annoyed because I gave you a lot of extra authority to be running this the defense, the martial prowess of this campaign on special request for a fine and skilled soldier from Oborde Zunak, who is somebody I respected until seconds ago, but we'll come back to that one. And I'm very disappointed.
I understand, Mom. I mean, Commander Accra. It won't happen again.
Okay,
Do we
But-
just like pan over to Nog and his face is just tears?
It's like when you go over to your friend's house and their parents are yelling at them.
And everyone's like,
You're like, just have to stand there in the corner.
What do we do right now?
yeah.
Shut up.
If it's me,
I will take all the punishment in full because I absolutely deserve it. But Commander Accra, we need help. We've been duped, and this whole thing may have been a grand farce. It seems that Oborde Zunat might actually not be the kind of person we thought he was, and we might have been sent on a terrible errand
Of doom.
of doom.
Okay.
Fiery pigs.
I mean, we have no evidence besides that he wrote it, but I figured maybe we could get a warrant for his arrest in the meantime.
Fiery pigs.
I can't just generate a warrant for his arrest because that would cause some major friction between our guilds.
Right.
Could you come back with any evidence whatsoever, and then we can get the paperwork?
Is the evidence, is it not that he wrote this thing?
Do you speak ancient Ravnican?
No.
I'll find a translation.
Yeah, we're gonna need a week and a dictionary.
I suppose we could. Franca,
Oh, she's...
Poof.
Yeah, I figured.
She knows turn to mist. So, I mean, hello. I just happened to be passing through. Hi.
do you or anyone else of the 6th District Times Picayune speak ancient Ravnican?
I mean, I took like one class in it at 1 second, and she pulls out a Demir thought strand and flicks it away. Give me a couple minutes and I'll get back to you, but I personally don't, and I don't really know a lot of people who do. It's kind of a dead language.
Yeah, there's that one really good translation of Ravna Wolf, but that everyone loves. But
The I'm trying to think of a Canterbury Tales joke, and now I can't, but I'm like thinking even older Ravnican than that.
stupid Miller.
I mean, all I know is that they said that it was bad, and Accra looks at you and says,
Firebore.
we have to follow the law. We can't put a warrant for somebody's arrest based on hearsay evidence.
Okay.
Can you go get a statement?
Okay, then we have to go to the Consumer Goods Inspection Sub-Office.
that we can actually do.
I
given
can
they should be
write you
expecting us.
I can give you a warrant for investigation and for a questioning warrant.
That, you guys like paper? That sounds pretty good.
Stamp. Here you go. You're questioning
you.
him on behalf of Commander Accra of the Boros Legion now.
Thank you very much, Section Commander.
You're welcome.
And with regards to Nog, if it's any help to him, he's been the most Boros person I've interacted with, both in terms of time and quality.
Yes, Sergeant Nog has been valiant and courageous in service of the Enterprise. Thank you.
I feel like he's like one of my best friends.
Nog,
Yes, Commander Accra.
don't be dumb.
I try every day.
He really does.
Now go ask some questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Don't feel too bad, Nog. Like, that's what every time I talk to my grandma's like.
God, that hurts.
It does, but eventually you just get numb.
No, I'm learning more and more about how you are as a person every day.
Wow.
Not who, how.
I mean, in the Senate, we don't usually get dressed down like that. You just find out about it in a year when your performance review comes up.
That sounds worse.
Yeah, oh yeah, you get to find out awful things about you.
Like, that sounds like they all get compiled.
Yeah.
Really throws your career planning out of whack.
Let's go!
I still have my letter of recommendation from my internship when I was 16.
As you're leaving, Commander Accra goes, Skova, get in here. And she's starting to plan something, but you don't know what yet.
Okay.
Ooh.
I Nog, as he's passed by, so it was like, hi.
Oh, right, to Skova. I was like, who are you talking to?
Yeah.
Hi, Nog. How's it going?
It could be better. There's a chance I may have helped bring upon the apocalypse of Ravnica, but
What? No! I'm just about to get a promotion for how good I did with the floor caving in incident.
then I'm going to stop this for the sake of your promotion. I'll see you later.
Oh, bye, dog.
She's a coworker.
Very nice.
We're all just standing awkwardly in the
Just
waiting room.
waiting for an Uber.
Yeah. We'll just say you go
Does that
over.
look like a brown Indrik to you? It says a brown Indrik.
While you guys are hauling butt,
I hope we get to choose our music.
while you guys are hauling over to
You guys want
the
some water?
to the district of to the Office of Manufacturing Standards, Franco appears,
Ah,
poof, back out of nowhere, and catches the thought strand
Ooh.
and goes, "Okay, one of the summer interns has a minor in ancient Ravnican, but they need to read it. Can you guys let me borrow a copy of your agreement?"
Absolutely.
Sure, the
This can't possibly backfire.
Oh, probably not. But we were going to send her a copy anyway. The editor-in-chief was going to had requested a copy.
Oh, perfect. Great then. In that case, she fires off another thought strand and keeps walking with you. And then after a few minutes, somebody else in Demir livery comes up and she says, "Can you take this to the Picayune?" And he goes, "Absolutely," and disappears.
What are they going to do? Undermine the accord?
It's law now.
like as far as I'm concerned, you do with your paper what you got to do, my dudes.
What are they going to do? Fire me? The world's ending.
I've got one job, and that's to stop the world ending, really.
Yeah, I wonder if I could befriend the fire pig.
Well,
that'd be
you
awesome.
We really have one job too, and that's to stop anything from happening. So
What's the
we're all in agreement.
What's the difference? Maybe it's a mistranslation. Maybe it just says red hot, and that got mistranslated as fire pig.
Oh, maybe.
Well, I mean, nobody who has read the agreement so far actually has a very good grasp of ancient Ravnican.
You know, the four of us know nothing.
I feel like the only way we're gonna get the real answers is if it comes out of
Oborde
Your boss.
Sunak.
Yeah.
your boss's
Yeah.
mouth.
And you have the authority to question him based on the Boros Legion now.
Ooh, knock, open up the door.
All right, so you enter the Department of Manufacturing Standards. Make me a perception check.
Everyone, or?
Yeah.
20.
15.
You sort of enter at the last possible second. It is 4:53 p.m. on a Friday afternoon, and the offices are already beginning to clear out. Do you make haste to Obort's office?
Yes.
Okay, you speed through the Department of Manufacturing Standards and right to the back half of the second floor, which is where the Consumer Goods Inspection Sub-Office is located. You basically sprint past rapidly emptying desks and a bunch of filing cabinets until you get to the very back, which is where his office is. The door is closed.
Oborde, 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 Oborde,
Come
Oborde,
in.
Oborde. What did you do?
Oh, good lead. I'm sure
Yeah.
that's what. Yeah, this will work out great.
The office is exactly the same as you remember it, by the way. The desk is overflowing, the bookshelves are orderly but groaning, their shelves are bowing under the weight of hundreds of hardbound books. And Zunak is also exactly the same. He's sitting neatly behind his desk. His spectacles are balanced on his nose in the same spot they were last time, and he looks up at you, holding a pen, and then carefully puts it back, the cap back on the pen, and puts it down and says, "Oh! Hello, gentlemen. I haven't seen you in over a week."
Well, we got the ASURSS ratified. It's law now.
Excellent. Please sit down. Tell me all about your adventures. I'm very curious to see how you got a signature from the Gruul. I figured that one might be difficult, and he gestures you to some armchairs in his office.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yes, the Gruul clans we were concerned were going to be quite challenging. As it turns out, if you're just forthright and open and honest with them, they take quite kindly to you, which is why I kind of take offense to the fact that there is apparently a hidden clause in this entire law that has made a liar out of me.
Nice. That was real good.
It's made a liar out of me, Oborde.
He doesn't like lying.
The book did the normal thing. Then it did a very not normal thing.
Oh, yes. I am delighted. You are much smarter than I assumed you were. I had picked you for this job, considering I didn't think any of you would ask too many questions. desperate for promotion, but please tell me what you know.
Fire pig.
Ancient Ravnican.
How much do you know about the end rays? It's sort of a niche interest I have, so let me just explain it to you. Did you know 10,000 years ago, before the Guild Pact, Ravnicans were very religious? And as far as I can tell, the old gods were cruel and violent, and there was no appeasing them, which is probably why we stopped trying in the first place. But the important thing is that even though these old gods have been almost completely forgotten about, some of their magic still has power, which means that they aren't dead. They're just dormant. They're waiting for someone to wake them. And thanks to you, I now have the authority vested in me by the 10 Guilds, the ability to call forth Ilharg the Raisebore, and to then request that he commence the end raise.
Why?
Avenir, it took me 9 years to get this law written. A law that was only to benefit society by finally closing the hair definition loophole. It shouldn't be this hard to make it, so you have to kill scorpions before you put it in the sausage. One is inclined to think that if this is the best Ravnica can do, maybe it's time for change.
That's,
Going to have to arrest you.
yeah.
Oh, you think so?
I mean, it does seem like the logical chain of events here. Did you imagine that nobody would notice?
Yeah, Nog sort of straightens up a bit.
There was a flaming skull.
Giant flaming skull.
The flaming. It was in the middle of the park.
Well, I can't control how the old magic manifests. I assumed it would do something.
But you can't even control the way it manifests. How are you going to control the end rays?
Well, I'm not going to. I'm just going to start it. That's how it works. I just think of it as just like, sometimes you need to just reset everything. You need to start over again. 9 years to get a sausage safety standard finally through the Senate, and then 7 months of non-ratification. I'm done. This is ridiculous. We've gone too far as a society. We need to step back and say, well, at least things were better when we weren't on fire, but now the fire is here and it's done. And I think at this point, I'm gonna call Ilharg or die trying, because I worked very
11 on
hard to
initiative.
make this happen, and I think it's disrespectful that you would ask me to give up now.
If you want.
I launched my coffee across the.
All right, well, everybody roll some initiative.
Oh my god.
Ooh! I got a 20.
Oh, excellent.
What does that up to?
If you want to live in society and reset society, don't
Okay.
forget.
Avenir, what's your initiative?
11.
Okay.
I got a 22 when you had my bonus.
Oh, Melander is against 22. Enor, what's your initiative?
17.
17. And Nog, are you with Valencia?
We're separate.
You are separate. Okay, 1 second. Nog, what is your initiative?
We both got 17, actually.
Ooh.
17. Okay, 1 second. And I just
I
need
feel
to
like I'm
add.
moving in slow motion.
It's like you're a team.
Mm-hmm. We work in tandem. You've never initiated a fight.
I think Avenir's pissed off.
Probably.
Yeah.
Good for Avenir.
Obort was kind of rude to you. Melander,
Hi.
go ahead. It's your go.
Okay, I'm going to lead with dialogue and then still do an action.
Okay.
It's like, I don't need old gods. I have V2 Ghazi to protect me. And then I'm going to throw out a Vine Whip and then try and pull him towards us. So I'm going to cast the cantrip Vine Whip. So create a vine-like whip covered in thorns that lashes out at your command towards a creature in range. Make a melee spell attack. Yeah. Does 21 hits.
Yes.
Okay. If the attack hits, the creature takes D6 piercing damage. Take 5.
Okay.
And if they are large or smaller, you can pull them 10 feet closer to us.
Okay.
So I'm basically going to pull him over the desk and drag him towards us.
Oh, well, he wasn't. He sort of walked up from behind the desk. We can say he's very close to you.
Okay.
And that's cool because he also goes next in initiative. And he goes,
Is he going to ignore the fact that he's been thorny whipped? Does this not even phase him?
it does not phase him
Uh-oh.
whatsoever. In fact, he's going to break out of your thorn whips because he has become very strong now. And he's going to be like, oh, I can also do that.
Yeah?
Thanks to the spell that I have resolved. And he casts a spell called Cinder Vines. And
Go on.
he's going to
You're going to
attack
take 1
you.
damage every time you play a spell. I mean, cast a spell.
What's your AC?
Mine?
Yeah.
Not very high. I'm a mage.
Okay.
13.
13. Well, that's a hit.
Probably.
And you're going to take. Where's my dice? I should have prepared these earlier.
Gonna get my hit point damage marquee thing here.
You're gonna take. He's going to manifest 2 flaming red and green cinder vines from his hands, and he's going to swipe them at you, and you're gonna take 7 fire damage.
I'm the squishy mage with no AC. I know. I'll bring the guy closer to me.
I brought him towards the melee characters. I was hoping the goal would be heavily flanked and then pummeled.
But he went next.
I didn't know that.
On the screen.
You don't metagame. As far as the story's concerned, I don't know how fast this man is. He's an old plump bureaucrat for all I know.
Then for his second action injury.
Oh God, no!
Then he's gonna be like, well, this will. I just don't get a lot of excitement at my age. This is great. And he just snaps his fingers, and a magical raise boar comes into the room and goes next in initiative. And
Fire pig!
It's not Ilarg though.
No,
right?
it's not Ilarg. It's
I was
just,
like, what?
I didn't want to get fired like this.
and it's the raise boar is going to also go at Melander.
Oh, hooray.
So what is the? All right. So I'm going to roll my attack on my boar. Does a 23 hit you?
Oh, definitely.
All right. Take 2 slashing damage.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, okay.
It's a Weenie Pig Jr.
Yeah. I am... Molander looks in pain.
Oh. Good. Well, I mean, I'm sure Obort will be excited about that. Enor, go ahead.
Right. I've got what you're putting down there. I'm going to cast. Well, I'm going to hit you with a stick. That's a 9. That's an 11. Oh wait, yeah, 9. 11 is the against AC.
Are you hitting him or the boar?
Him.
That his AC is higher than that, so you're going to miss.
Well, that didn't work. Good luck.
Nog, it's your turn.
Nog cries out, by order of the Boros Legion, you're under arrest, and like slashes at him with his long sword.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
No.
Incrementally up the AC check. All right, AC is higher than 12.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Nog misses. Actually,
Ooh. Ooh.
you know what? I might as well. Can I use an action surge? My action
Absolutely.
surge?
This
Cool.
sounds like a. Why do you think you had a short rest
See,
earlier?
it seems like a final boss kind of scenario. All right, I'm going to take another action then.
Ooh.
Yes, that sounds great.
Does a 12 hit?
Still no.
All right.
It's really hot in here, and I'm sweating in my...
Fire pig!
Yeah, fire pig!
Well, that's okay. Valencia, it's your turn.
Valencia borks and follows suit and attempts to... Whoa, these dice are cursed. It's an 8.
That's not going to hit him. Avenir, it's your go.
This old guy's fast.
Avenir, carry us.
He's very powerful.
Avenir, just like comes right at him.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Just drop the sword,
Well,
just
you are.
Donnybrook
He's
time.
definitely in close combat.
Okay. Where did people used to punch me in elementary school? There. Kidneys.
Did you get a 20? Yeah! He's so pissed.
So that would be a 26.
That's definitely a hit. Roll me some maximum damage, some maximized critical damage.
Are you punching him? Or...
No, I'm rapiering him.
Oh, right in the kidneys?
Yeah. Okay, so 1d8 and 2d6 sneak attack damage. And I roll this twice.
And then you
Goodbye.
take the higher value or something
No,
like that?
no, when you
Oh, you
crit,
just do it twice.
When you crit, you
Holy
double
moly.
the random component.
Okay.
That would be 7.
Okay.
Come on.
Ooh.
Plus 15, 20. 24 damage.
Nice.
4 damage. My
Yeah.
We're gonna live through this, maybe.
goodness. An enormous spurt of viscera erupts from Obort's robe as you slash off an amazing amount of his hit points, and he goes, "Ah!"
Wait, viscera.
Yo,
right.
and I now, because I've now taken damage, I have to make a con check to make sure that the concentration spell I've been trying to cast this whole time is not going to falter. Oh, and it does.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Damn it! Now I have to restart the spell. It's another 10 rounds."
Spell?
Nobody can keep up here. It's just better that we get rid of society.
I'm sorry, hold on. Just, can you give me a little... Okay. Ready for my next initiative pass.
All right, Molander, it's your go. You're injured.
I am super injured. I'm contemplating if I should heal myself or just keep fighting.
Who else can heal?
No, just me. I'm
Do
going
you
to.
still have your grass jelly and soy juice, soy milk
I
drinks?
do.
I will let you drink one as a free action if you think nice thoughts about the children of Cozina Depth.
I will step behind our combat troop, maybe just to the back of the room. I'm going to eat one of those. I have 2 of those. It was what, D4 plus 2 or something like
You
that?
can. It's a D4. You
Just
can
a
recover
D4 healing?
a D4 of healing.
All right, I'm going to walk. I'm going to heal
3.
3 hit points. Thank goodness, because that is a substantial amount of hit points. And that was my free action. Thank you for that. And I will cantrip again and be like, "Ow! Okay, pulling the punchy person closer is a bad idea. Poison spray."
Excellent.
Okay, so poison spray works by you extend your hand towards the creature and project a puff of noxious gas from your palm. They must succeed a con saving throw.
Okay.
So their target is 14.
Okay, 1 second. Do.
So abort, 14 or higher.
I think I'm gonna make that.
Uh-oh.
What's his con save? Yes, I actually get exactly a 14.
Curses! All right, poison less effective, but they are a mage, so that might
Okay,
be a good
well,
strategy going forward.
How much damage do I take?
None, because
None.
you resist it.
Okay.
Yeah. Or they take damage.
He
Yep.
snorts it away.
Yeah, he's tougher than my poison.
He waves your poison away. All right.
Nobody was dealing with the fire pig.
I figure if you kill Obord, the raise boar goes
Gank
away.
the mage strategy here?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Gank
Kill the
mage.
summoner. Yeah.
All right. Speaking of the summoner,
Tremor.
Obord is gonna go. Fine, and he's going to restart his concentration spell. And then for his second action, he's going to use his special attack, Law of the Land, and he's going to mage hand up a copy of a large book, and he's going to bonk somebody with it. He's going to try and bonk Avenir with it, because Avenir just stabbed him a lot.
Oh,
So-
I've had this nightmare.
So
Your
he
boss
mage
hit you with the law.
He mage hands a huge legal tome off his book, and if you make me a perception check,
Watch out, he's throwing the book at you.
17.
this is a previous iteration of the Unified Raptic and Sausage Standard.
Amazing.
And does an 18 hit you?
Yes.
Yes. All right. In that case, you take. Wow, 3 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
It's a book.
Okay. I was worried that I was suddenly in a Flannery O'Connor short story, but no, it's all good. We're copacetic.
Cool. And since he had to use his second action to restart his concentration spell, I think that his ritual cast, I guess, I think that will say that his turn is over. But luckily, his friend is still here.
His trusty fire pig.
Luckily.
The raised boar looks at all of you and snorts, and goes after Nog this time. So, does a 16 hit you?
It does not.
Oh.
Ooh!
It tries to gore you, and it bounces off your armor.
Aha!
Nice.
Go ahead, Enor.
Let's try again.
Give him the zaps.
sorry.
Oh boy, nope. That's the same, isn't it? That's exactly 8 is not going to attack.
Absolutely not. It doesn't attack anyone. Enor, I appreciate your contribution to this initiative. Nog, it's your turn.
Wizards are ineffectual until
Okay.
a certain level.
All right, Dice. Dice, I need you to help me out a little bit here.
Get him, Nog. I believe. Do you need to remember the spirit of the tree?
Never!
He says with a bit
okay.
of grass jelly stuck in his
I
teeth.
actually have to do that as an action, so I can help you anyways. Sorry.
What?
And then-
Oh,
go ahead.
okay, I see what you're saying. It's a 7 again, so 12.
I will give you the spirit of the tree next
Ting.
time, Nog.
Damn. Well, Nog doesn't hit.
All right. Valencia, though.
Valencia bites at his calf. Oh, and gets a 17?
That's a hit.
Yay!
Finally. Boof! And does 4 piercing damage.
All right. He goes, ah, bad dog.
No, good dog, you're doing your job. Don't listen to the bad man.
All right, Avenir, it's your go.
So mad. Not mad enough. 14
Not a hit.
or 13, sorry, yeah.
So I guess 15's got to be the
Minimum, yeah.
Yeah.
Franca suddenly appears in initiative.
Hey!
Franca!
Back up.
Well, Franca is like, wait a minute, can you specify exactly how you did this? I'd like to get a quote for the Times Picayune.
Right.
He goes, oh yes, well I set up the spell in its original Old Ravnican, like an acrostic. Do you know how much our language has changed in 10,000 years? I was worried about the amount of times I had to start paragraphs with the letter B. That might have given it away, but you know, here we are, and it all worked out great. Thanks for asking for the quote. All right.
Thanks, Franca.
Molander, it's your turn.
Nog,
Huh?
I know we're upset right now, but remember your training, and remember that V2 Ghazi will always be there for you.
I'm gonna do this for the tree.
All right, I give you guidance. The guidance of the Selesnya for your next attack. You have a D4 on a roll of your choice.
Okay.
All right, so is that your whole turn?
Yes, that's a cantrip.
Do I have to decide? Sorry. Do I have to decide before I roll?
Probably.
It should say in there.
While you're checking
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
Obort's going to take his turn, and Obord is going to continue concentrating on his ritual casting spell.
Before or after.
Oh, there you
Oh, how exciting. I'm just going to tick this
You can be like, eh,
this up, just so I can keep track of everything. And then I think he is going to use one of his other, I think he is going to ready an action.
go. Uh-oh.
And then for his second, oh no, because he's still concentrating. I gave him so many abilities that he could do. He's going to ready an action and hold it. And then he's going to target his raised boar, and he's going to cast Burst of Strength upon it.
oh god.
Oh, God.
I've
Okay.
been ignoring the precious fire pig.
By the way, it's the precious fire pig's turn, but the fire pig attacks at random at least. Enor, it's going after you this turn, though.
Boy!
All right. Does a 25 hit you?
Absolutely!
All right. And how much damage do I give you? Do-do-do-do-do-do. Oh my goodness. How about 9 slashing damage?
Woof!
That's unpleasant. That's down to 24.
All right, Enor, it's your turn. You
Come
were
on.
just gored by a boar.
Well, time to fight Fire Boar with fire. And by Fire Boar, I mean the controller. God damn it. I'm gonna, no, you know what? I know for a fact a 9 doesn't hit.
Okay, what are you trying to cast a spell?
Yes.
Well, it doesn't even matter because Obort's ready to action goes off and he quenches your spell before it can leave.
Counter spell! Typical blue mage.
I mean, I guess we should have seen that coming. Yeah. Again.
The blue-white
priority.
mage, yeah.
Oh god,
You
are we gonna
pass
get
with a-
settled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
You pass
Enor,
with
you don't
heads
get
up.
to have fun.
I am going to wreck your shit.
You wreck your poo here on the official D&D channel on twitch.tv. All right, Nog, it's your turn.
Sword! There we go. I'm gonna save that V2 Diazi dice.
Remember the training.
Does a 20 hit?
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna use the damage dice. I'm gonna throw everything into this attack. Okay, woof. 12 plus my dueling 14 plus I'm also gonna throw Fury the Small, so that's another 4. So 18 damage.
18 damage. All right, hold on. Let me just do some quick math. He's starting to look quite hurt.
Yes, Nog, yes.
All right, Valencia. What is Valencia gonna do?
I'm gonna do Valencia. Seeing that he's trying to use all this like magic and whatnot, is gonna use Battle Bork.
Okay.
So once per combat, an opponent you see and who's in melee combat with you or an ally makes a wisdom check.
Okay, so that's oborde?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to make my con save to see if my concentration breaks on my spell, by the way. Oh, it broke again! How frustrating. He's so irritated. All right, so now I'm making a wisdom save. Okay, does a 21.
Sure does.
All right.
I
He is
guess-
unintimidated by Valencia's battle board.
I was gonna say, I guess I am wisdoming against a mage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Avenir, it's your turn.
Just like snot and tears. The traditional Avenir like battle cry of just snot and tears.
My promotion!
I trusted you. You were the chosen one.
17.
That's a hit.
Ooh, yeah, we are narrowing down on that sweet spot, aren't we?
11 damage? No, with that 11 on the roll plus 15.
Wow. All right. He is starting to definitely look like you have taken some chunks out of him.
Just remember we were fighting in his office. So it's like we're all smashing
Yeah.
around, and there's also this fire boar running around over
All
the
right,
desk.
Molander, it's your turn.
Okay, Enor, my poor friend Enor, you've taken damage. I'm going to reach over and touch you on the side of your face and be like, heal, and cast Cure Wounds. So touch, roll a d8. That's 5 plus my spellcaster ability that's my proficiency bonus? No, my spellcaster ability bonus
It's your whiz.
is
Yeah.
my wisdom. You heal 9 hit points. The
Oh.
exact amount of damage you took.
How convenient.
I feel perfect.
How fortuitous.
Franca appears briefly back in combat and says, excuse me, Mr. Zunak, it appears that your plan's starting to be turning against you, and I feel like you might not succeed in your ability, in your thing of whatever you're going to do, call forth the raise boar, possibly. Do you have any comments for the 6th District Times-Picayune? And he goes, I do appreciate that, things don't look great right now for the end of Ravnican society as we know it, but I think that I've got a few more things up my sleeves. They are quite long, as you know, and they can hide a lot of things, and what they hide is that he casts Flames of the Raise Boar.
Idiot, you never give anything away to the press.
Let's see. All right.
No new information.
Okay. Darn. I don't do a very good roll on that, so you all are going to take half damage.
Well, okay.
You all take 8 fire damage.
Now we're in an office full of paper.
Yes, several small fires now erupt, and you hear a little beep, 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 beep noise start to come from a little sensor above you.
I also look very worse for wear.
Everybody's looking worse for wear. Obord doesn't take any damage from that though, and neither does his raise boar, which is its go now.
Uh-oh.
Do we have to worry about like smoke or heat or fire? Like how on fire is this office?
I would say it's middlingly on fire at this point. Several small fires have started, but they so far haven't spread. But it's only been 4 seconds.
Is there any sprinkler system or anything like that?
We're about to find out, aren't we?
I suppose so.
But first, the raise boar is going to go, and it's going to attack Avenir.
No,
All right.
not Avenir.
Well, is your AC a 6?
No.
Well, in that case, we'll say it gets distracted by a small fire that has broken out and plows into a pile of books.
Just runs over to a fire and starts like...
All right. And Enor, before you get to go, 2 Senate soldiers burst in, and they say, the fire alarm's going, holy moly! Enor, it's your go.
Are they here to help us or kill us?
Well, you're about to find out, aren't you?
Are you here to help us or kill us?
Well, we came here to check out the fire alarm, but what's going on?
Fire pig!
Ah!
Made by the boss man. He's trying to kill us.
I have a warrant for his investigation, and he lashed out and attacked us.
And Obord says, well, I guess I am trying to end the world. And they go,
Fire pig!
It's already after 5. Come on, man. But they pull out their swords and dive
They're
into
gonna be like,
battle.
you know what? Not my table. Like, walk out of
Yeah.
the room.
Sorry, we'd love to help, but Senate regulations say that we get coffee right now.
All
Yeah,
right,
it's time and a
Igor, it's your
half.
turn.
Don't make me command you. Let's once again try and fire this guy into oblivion, which is a different property. 15.
Ooh!
That's his AC.
God.
You get to make an attack. I'm so happy for you.
Finally!
Everybody's going on a journey character
That is a-
character journey.
That is a 5 of burning.
All right.
So what do you do?
Well, he has resistance.
Firebolt it.
He has half resistance to fire damage, so he's going to take 3.
I mean,
Well-
it makes sense.
Bringing on the fire
If
ants.
you bring the fire mage into Molten Core, you're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah, that encounter was not well designed.
No.
Nog, it's your go. Several light fires are now starting to become several medium fires.
Nog looks around. Is there like a sprinkler system or anything above?
There is not that you can tell.
Okay.
Right. Nothing. No water is raining from the ceiling.
Gank the mage.
Yeah, then Nog slashes once again at oborde.
Okay.
A 21.
That's a hit.
Alrighty. Never rains, but it pours, don't it? That will be...
At least you hit.
Yeah, that's going to be for 6 damage.
All right. He doesn't have to restart his spell, by the way. He passes his con save there.
Oh.
So. But you guys are doing a really good job of keeping him
Okay.
off it. So he takes 6 damage.
Stay
Clone.
down! You're under arrest.
No! And it's the Senate soldiers go, and there he goes, ah! And runs out of the room, and then returns with fire extinguisher, and starts going,
Dude, just
and starts putting out fires.
Abe Simpson out of there for a second.
He had to wait for his turn to go get the fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
They don't have a lot of fires in the Azorius Senate office.
Would you say
you're
that
not
they're
allowed to smoke in here?
controlling it, or they're in the process of trying to control it?
They are there. He is going, and he's going to spend his turn putting out fires. Valencia, it's your go.
Valencia bites at his calves again.
Good shot.
No.
You got it in the little
I
gap
know,
there,
right?
though.
That was pretty impressive. Unfortunately, the dice was not at 12.
Nope.
Yeah.
Avenir, it's your go.
Is Obort standing near one of the bookshelves?
Not
get into
really.
the
He's more in the
bookshelf?
middle of his office.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
I was going to roguelike, with roguelike dexterity, climb a bookshelf and try to push it over on top of him.
Oh, you would need to have incredible strength to push over one of these bookshelves.
Oh.
And they're probably bolted to the wall, actually, considering they're so overburdened with heavy books. But I'll let you do some sort of fantastic acrobatical jump down, because you were very good at doing all the acrobats in the when you did the circus.
Yeah, let's do that. I climb a bookshelf and
All right, make me
Piss.
a dexterity check.
Dude comes from the top ropes.
16.
16, that sounds great. Describe your epic success and then roll me some damage. Oh, it's not an epic. Describe your very good success.
Using all the skills he developed in the stacks at Kapitsa Dirac University Library, trying to find the dissertations of students past that have been. I'm not going to lie to you. Avenir mainly went into the library to steal the 20s out of PhD dissertations. You know, they tell you go put a 20 in your PhD dissertation. That way you can tell that nobody's read it. But he's poor. So, and after a little while, the only ones that are left are near the top shelf. So you actually have to like climb up, or you have to call a librarian, and that's embarrassing because you have to lie to someone about wanting to read these things. So eventually you get good at getting up there quietly, because everyone else, if they figure this out, then they'll take the money.
This is a beautiful moment of inner monologue as you're climbing the stacks.
I have to visit my local my library of my home alma mater now.
Yeah. And Avenir just like, let's go, literally. Only instead of an elbow, it's a sword.
That's a damage multiplier.
And yeah, fall into fire.
Do it.
15.
damage?
Hit.
For hit, that's his AC. Roll me some damage. You just squeak by.
Yeah, that was outside the box. 18.
Wow. That you are
No,
taking
sorry. Sorry, I forgot to add my dex bonus. 22.
22. Wow, you guys have really torn a chunk off Oborde, and he is looking considerably worse for wear at this point.
He's just had a medium man land on him.
Yeah, with a sword. Melander, it's your go.
Melander is almost dead.
Okay.
And
Heal yourself before you heal others.
I think that's
Take
the way
care
we're
of
going to
your
do
own
it right now.
business.
So what's very interesting is I can use Cure Wounds in one of my higher level spell slots.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm going to cast Cure Wounds as a level 2 spell. And that lets me use an additional D8 die for every spot I use. So I'm going to roll 2D8 and see if I can't escape death. I get to heal 16 hit points.
Wow.
Nice.
All right, I top up. Oh my goodness. That's because I
Excellent.
have very few hit points. All right.
You feel refreshed and not on fire, but maybe perhaps still lightly on fire. The second Senate soldier is now running around and also trying to extinguish fires, so the fires are not spreading as badly as they need to, and suddenly the beep, 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 beep. And indeed, this room is equipped with magical sprinklers now that enough smoke has reached them, and they deploy, and now it is raining, and there's a raise bore around, and there are soldiers in, and in fact, 2 more soldiers run into the room and go, "What the heck is going on here?" And various screams of fire, raise bore, oborde, old gods, dark stuff. Franca pops up, and she's like, "Just attack that guy," and then like somehow disappears again. And then
Who
it's
does she point
Obort's
out when
go.
she says that guy?
Oborde.
Okay, thank goodness.
And then it's Obort's go, and he's gonna go, "Oh bother!" And first he's gonna concentrate on his spell and raise that up another level. And then he is going to try to entangle you, Avenir, in cinder vines because you have successfully done a lot of damage to him.
Uh-huh.
Nice
caught
catch.
it.
Nice catch.
Ah! Does an 11 hit you?
No.
You are very lucky. And then he is also going to call forth another raise boar to help him out.
They're multiplying.
And now it's the raise boar's turn. And the raise boar, because it is the magical construct, attacks at random and takes no instructions from anybody, and goes after Valencia this time.
No! Doggo armor!
Does a 15 hit Valencia?
No!
No!
She's got exactly 15.
No.
Or does that hit?
That hits.
That hits? Oh, okay.
All right. And she's going to take 4 boar damage.
Oh,
No!
Valencia.
No!
Valencia's really hurt, by the way.
Oh, no!
Is she?
She's got 4 hit points left.
Let me heal her. I'll heal her next turn.
All right.
I hear that sad man, and then I'm like, no! Okay, I will.
Enor, it's your go.
Let's try again and light it up. And of course, our good friend Omar Zunbeck.
Oh,
Omar Zunbeck.
okay.
That's not a hit.
All right, Nog, it's your go.
Nog, Nog's gonna keep. Nog's actually, like, it seems like the main key thing here we need to do is, he realizes, like, keep, like, the concentration of this guy ruined, right? I would assume. So
Don't let his bar fill.
Yeah, Nog's gonna attempt to jump on his head, but and
You're gonna
grapple
wrestle?
him. I'm
Yeah,
gonna grapple him.
Yeah.
Okay. I think you could probably climb up to the desk and then do a flying leap.
Yeah.
But I want you to make me an acrobatics check to do that.
Oh, okay. That's not one of my better ones, but come on.
Yikes.
That's a 6.
I gotta say that you successfully climb up to the desk. You look very valiant. You look heroic as you climb, and you jump and greatly misjudge and just like sandwich yourself onto his thigh. So
Yeah.
while you're there, do you want to like bite him or anything like that?
I mean, I'll, yeah, all right, sure. Nog will do a goblin bite.
Ooh.
All right. I mean, I am on his leg, I guess. That would be a 20.
That's a hit.
I assume it's unarmed damage,
Roll
basically.
me some like unarmed melee damage.
Okay. 5?
5. He takes a nasty nip to the leg.
Goblin bite.
I love
And he
it.
goes, ah! What the heck? Good grief. Poor Oborde. He's been bitten.
Yeah.
And then he's going to have to roll to see if he can maintain his concentration because he's taking damage. And he fails his roll again.
Yeah.
Yay.
The Senate soldier who had previously been trying to extinguish fires, now that the fire extinguishers are finally going, is going to go, sorry, man, and attack Oborde with his sword.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right.
Sorry, sir.
I have to.
The NPCs are helping us take down the boss. This is a scripted battle fight.
Ooh.
And he is going to clang off Oborde with a mighty thump. Valencia, go ahead.
Valencia, seeing Nog on one leg, attempts to like wrap her paws around Oborde's other leg and
Amazing.
and copy the same thing. And this is a tandem tactic that we use all the time for the first time.
Sure.
It can be a tandem attack you can use for all the time going forward.
Yeah, 18.
That's a hit.
All right.
She gets to make another bite.
That will be 4 damage.
4 damage. Ah! Good grief.
Bite each leg.
Poor Oborde. He's looking very hurt. And
You need a pact
also,
with a fire boar.
the 2 more Senate soldiers that just showed up are going to both attack him. And for the sake of nope. Oh, but yes.
Ooh, but yes.
And roll some damage here. Sorry, I've got everybody's things slightly. Oh, that's just a straight up. I just said that they would just do average damage. Excellent. Oborde is starting to look quite hurt.
I've heard this for 4 turns now.
Which is also very, very, very good because 2 more Senate soldiers responding to the alarm are now going to enter the room. Avenir, it's your turn.
What the? Is your boss a deity?
I mean,
You treat him like that if you want a promotion,
How many
but
more?
not in actuality.
How much blood does this old geezer have?
How many
He's-
more people can fit in
He's
this office?
fired up, literally, with the spirit of the raise boar.
That's fair.
No.
yeah, how
Office is
big is
very-
his office?
His office is not that big. It's very crowded now, and it's raining, and there's smoke everywhere.
people
It's
are
that one
swinging
sketch
swords.
yeah, it's like that one sketch from Mitchell and Webb where they all have to like do the meeting in the broom closet.
It's a fairly big office for like 5 people, but not for like 9.
Plus 2
And
boars.
plus 2 on fire boards. Yeah.
There's just like a lot of like crackling and clanging and honking
I am
going on.
And he's got Nog on one thigh and Valencia on the other, and they're both clamped down with their teeth.
Yakety
So-
Sax is absolutely playing right now.
I just like using my rapier like the pommel. I just like drill him in the mouth.
Oh, yeah, okay, great. Make me an attacking with irritation roll.
14.
You drill him in the side of the mouth, and it glances off him. And now it's a raise boar's turn.
Oh, when you cold talk somebody to just look at you, just like,
Melander, the raise boar is going after you.
no.
There's a great.
But I don't think an 8 hits you, so...
Oh, whew, my cloths, my robes protect me this one time.
And both my Senate soldiers hit and do another 12 damage to Oborde, and he is looking extremely bad.
There are 9 people, and the hexes of a game all just
Yes.
just boxed in. There's
Melander,
a dog and a goblin on each leg.
it's your go.
I heard that poor Valencia was very damaged. I'm going to use the Balm of the Summer Court, the unique power of my Circle of Dreams thing. So I can use a D6, number of D6 equal to my druid level, to heal the pool of energy as a bonus action. Choose 1 creature within 120 feet. All right. Oh, number of dice equal to half your level or less. I can only use up to 2.
It doesn't matter. She's only got 8 hit points. She's a dog.
She heals 3 and will also gain +2 max hit point.
Oh, so like 2
Oh,
temporary,
temporary
hit points.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. She is at 9.
All right. The Senate soldier, one of the first Senate soldiers to come in, looks at Oborde, says, "It was a pleasure doing business with you," and cleaves him with his sword. And Oborde, Zunak, finally retires from the Department of Manufacturing Standards.
Kill steal.
Yeah.
Oh,
We can take initiative away now.
so the clue from Kathleen was I could have landed the final hit there if I wasn't healing.
Ooh.
A horrified landed one. I could have had it.
You all stand there in the rain. The two boars pop out of existence.
Oh, thank goodness.
You're under arrest, Nog says.
Is he like dead? Is it over? Whoa. Okay.
That wasn't non-lethal.
So, out of curiosity, from a standpoint of Azoria Senate members, if the person who has that power dies, what happens to the law?
Does that just like undo all of the work we did? Because like I really believed in our cause.
I think that oborde maintains. I don't know. Enor?
My understanding is that the law continues beyond the person's
Actually, no.
death.
Yeah, no. I mean, would it continue to be like all that power? This is actually quite interesting.
Yes.
Where's the
We
library?
have to go
okay.
some research here. This is
well-
Yeah,
I rescind my
precedent
question.
in
the
Well-
precedent set by Grand Arbiter Aurelius III set that like
what was that we rescinded by the
Look, they're so
feature
happy.
things in the level 13 by 3?
Good job, boys.
according to the decennial revisions of
This
that.
is going
it's-
to
the-
this is definitely something we're going to have to actually examine on a fulsome basis.
yeah,
This is
I think this was resolved in Grand
Do you think-
Arbiter.
Do you think Valencia needs another heal?
They just let him go.
Tacitus versus V. Doomblade was where we had to actually, like the last time this kind of thing really came up.
perhaps we should actually look into some sort of a. Has anybody seen a flaming pig recently?
Yeah.
No, since that.
No.
Okay, so that.
While you are discussing, Franca emerges from wherever the heck she was, and a Demir thought magic zips into the room. And she goes, "Good news.
Ooh.
According to the intern, the second spell gave oborde Zunak solely the authority to call forth Ilharg the Raise Boar and request the end raise. And now that oborde Zunak is no more, both spells are still legal and resolved, but oborde Zunak cannot call forth the end raise because he has been ended himself."
Fizzled.
If someone were to hypothetically bring him back to life, would he be able to do it again?
Presumably, I guess the same
Well, it's-
person. Is it the same? I mean, like when you res a target, does it come back? Like, is it the same one when it
Why
comes
do I
back
keep
from
asking
exile?
questions?
Really getting into a ship or weatherlight situation there as to whether or not we replace the component parts.
Right? Yeah.
Now,
New
legally-
Zunak who dis?
Okay.
Let's just make it illegal to bring back oborde Zunak.
Judge.
Usually that fixes things. Oh, everyone's. it's
Yeah, no,
after
it's
5,
after
everyone's
5.
off. Yep.
Yeah, no Senate laws. We have to actually sign off
All right,
here.
we'll table that until tomorrow then.
Okay.
All right. Well, speaking of tabling
Seconded.
it till tomorrow, the office is cleaned up. You get your statement. You fill out a large amount of paperwork for Commander Accra about how you do not need any arrest warrant, and in fact, Obort's body is taken over to the morgue for inspection with a big warning until legal precedents can be worked out. Do not resurrect.
Large amount of paperwork, am I right?
And you all go to bed extremely exhausted.
Ooh.
Could have used that 2 weeks ago.
Ooh.
You wake up the next morning, look outside, to see that a complimentary copy of the 6th District Times-Picayune has been delivered to you.
Well, that's slightly
Melander,
menacing.
could you read me your story?
Zonot 2 delayed after beach blighted by Franca Dobrek Arts and Culture. The Simic Combine and the 6th District of Commerce have announced that the Zonot 2 expansion will be delayed by 3 months. Respecting the Senza underriver ecosystem was always something we had considered, so it only makes sense to delay the opening until we can address the concerns of the Save the Senza campaign, said Dr. Ignax Bolgovac.
Oh, you didn't do the voice.
Respecting the Senza underriver. I can't do that well. Yeah. The Simic Combine Zonot 2 expansion project leader. Give me a second here. Also, the reports have heard about the ultra-high-speed hydrogen therapy growth chambers are untrue. The crisis was always under control. Sometimes they just have an odd way of showing it. He added before being forcefully dragged from the briefing. News of the unpopular project's delay was wildly celebrated across the 6th District, but the announcement was met with cheers in Cocina Depths, the home of the watercourse the Simic Combine was planning to use as the garbage dump. I'm delighted, said Vogos Siv, the charming and shy founder of Save the Senza campaign. And so are our lawyers, he added, with hazel eyes twinkling even in the soft undercity light.
Nog, do you want to read me your story?
On the lightest side, the Unified Ravnican Sausage Standard ratified. Hey, that was us. We did that, and I give Valencia a little pet. By Franka Dobreck, Arts and Culture. Man, she's all over this paper. Although some would claim the 6th has less going on than that other more cosmopolitan districts, the Azoria Senate's regional office can now claim to have ratified the most comprehensive food safety bill in history, the 270-page Unified Ravnican Sausage Standard. It's a sweeping piece of legislation designed to, in the words of its author, the late Chief Emissary Oborde Zunak, vanquish the daily meat anarchy Ravnicans are forced to endure. And while some might say the bill's legacy might be a bit tarnished by the fact that Zunak also slipped in the text of an old magic warlock ritual in order to give himself the power to call forth the end times, Azoria Senate spokesperson Albenza Flaunt disagrees. We knew Obort had a grand vision for the ASURSS. We just didn't quite know how grand it was, she said. We're very glad he failed to achieve his ultimate goal of destroying Ravnica society, but I do want to stress that he also managed to close the infamous hair definition loophole, which, as any scholar will tell you, sets an exciting new precedent.
Enor, can you read me yours?
I'm sad I didn't read it in my voice now.
Tooth Sausage Fans Plan Grillin' by Tina Wafer, Junior Staff Reporter. A group of traditional food enthusiasts are planning to protest the new food safety law by holding a protest barbecue on Goshen Boulevard. The sausage standard will destroy Ravnican cuisine as we know it, said Vovo Levant, president of the 6th District Society for Culinary Anachronism. Banning dangerous ingredients for manufacture of sausage is going to set a very grave precedent. People will get careless and forget that homemade food needs to be treated with respect and thoroughly checked for explosives. The group plans to block traffic with the grill-in and invites the concerned members of the public to come. Bring your appetites, ablative body armor, and proof of dental insurance because we're having a proper feast, she added. Continuing on page 8.
And underneath every single one of your copies of the Times-Picayune, you also find an official-looking letter that has clearly been printed on the good paper.
Ooh.
Avenir, can you read it to me?
Ah, yes. From the the letterhead reads, 6th District Chamber of Commerce, 480,000 Brosdov Avenue, Goshen Heights, Precinct 3, 6th District. Congratulations! The 6th District Chamber of Commerce awards you, on behalf of your work ratifying the new Unified Ravnican Sausage Standard, an act of outstanding service for the betterment of the 6th District's medical community, the official brown ribbon of acknowledgement, good for a 15% discount at participating restaurants, not to be combined with any other offer. Thank you for your community service. Sincerely, the 6th District Chamber of Commerce. There is no signature.
You didn't get a promotion, you got a coupon.
And thank you for watching Bylaw and Order.